this video, I'm going to show you how to do a straight and almost invisible half double crochet stitch. This is a sample of doing a half double crochet stitch in the round traditional way. When you chain two, have double crochet all around, and join to the top chain two that you did, and then continue to do your round. And when you do it like this, you're gonna get a hole each time in the joint, and your seam is gonna go to the right. I didn't like this when I started crocheting with this stitch, and I was experimenting, and I came up with a way of hiding the seam and making sure it goes in a straight line. So let me show you how I do this. Okay, first of all, to get this look going, I join always to the first stitch. Okay, so you're gonna join to the first stitch always, every row. So we're gonna alternate 2 rows in this technique. First we're gonna chain 1, and we're gonna start doing our half double crochet stitches from that first stitch where we joined. Okay, so I have 15 stitches in this sample, so I'm gonna do those stitches now. Okay, so almost done with this row. I'm doing my last half double crochet stitch, and I chained 1 in the beginning. I'm gonna join to this first stitch here, okay? Always join to the first stitch. Now you can make this one tight. Now, this made our seam tighter. If you continue just doing that, joining to the first stitch, your seam will go to the right anyway. So to correct that, I create a slant to the left intentionally. So that's what I do. I chain 2, the second row, I skip this first stitch, and I go to the second one. So I'll continue to do my half double crochets till the end of the row. Okay, so I'm almost done finishing my row. Now, if you count all the stitches, I'm missing 1 stitch because I skipped this first one. So to make up for that, I'm gonna make a stitch, half double crochet stitch in this slip stitch of the previous row. What that's gonna do, that's gonna push my seam a little bit to the left, basically compensating for that slant to the right. Also, it's gonna cover it up. Now, I'm gonna join to this first stitch again. And what's that gonna do? Okay, let me make sure I get it right. What that's gonna do, it's gonna make sure I have a tight seam. Okay, make it tight. Now, if we look at the sample again, I have a straight seam. This is where I joined and started, and I continued this technique alternating these 2 rows. Okay, the first row, chain 1, and start your 8 half double crochets from that first stitch where you joined. Join to the first stitch. The second row, you chain 2, skip the first stitch, go all the way around with half double crochet stitches, and do your last half double crochet in the slip stitch. And what that's gonna do when you join, it's gonna turn your chain 2 a little bit and cover that hole. Okay, so this seam will be almost invisible. If you look around, if you look quickly, say you're making a hat and that'll be the back of the hat, it won't be visible. which is nice. So this is how to do a straight and invisible half double crochet. Happy crocheting!